in Seattle, Washington, known as the Holiday, no, there's one of those too. What is it called? The Edgewater Inn. And this hotel, as you well know, is not built on regular dirt. Bring the band on down behind me, boys. This is so sensitive. It's not built on regular dirt. It is not built on regular asphalt. No, friends. It is built on piles that are sticking out in the water. And the back of this motel has windows that look directly out onto some body of water. It is a bay or something in your backyard. Now this is a true story, and we have to treat it as scientific fact so as not to offend anyone in the audience who is easily offended by things that could offend you. You get the picture? Okay, folks, here's this hotel, and it offers lavish facilities for experimentation between the biped species and our friends that wiggle around in the water. It seems that nature has provided the Edgewater Inn as a proving ground for many of the experiments that I've always suspected Jacques Cousteau carries out when nobody's looking. Because of the construction of this motel, and the fact that if you open your window, and we're smart enough or dumb enough, depending on how you look at it, to go downstairs into the lobby, into the little bait and tackle shop that they have there, and buy yourself some nylon string and a hook and some little pieces of wizened shrimp or whatever they sell you down there. I forget what I said on the record, but there's some stuff that you hang on the end of the hook. And then you drop that out the window, down into the bay, and you wait until something bites on it, and then you pull it in. And of course, if you're a lucky person, you will have a mudshark on the end of your string. The mudshark is also known in the trade as a dogfish, and you may have them down here, I don't know, but it's a shark about this long. Some of them get this long. Some of them get that long, usually not bigger than that. They can weigh anywhere from 8 to 50 pounds. A couple of the members of our road crew have actually succeeded in hauling in one of the larger models. But the mudshark in question, the one that brought about this song, was a smaller model, more compact, and a lot more, well, it was easier to insert and flog about with. So there was this mudshark. Well, the reason this story came about is one time when we were on the road having such a wonderful time, folks, we were in Chicago at O'Hare Airport, and we were changing planes. And Don Preston went to the snack bar. And lo and behold, who should be there but several members of that wonderful band, the Vanilla Fudge. And they were sitting there drinking coffee and talking with a New York accent. And Don Preston chatted with them for a while, and one of them revealed the fact that an ingenious 8mm motion picture had been produced in one of the rooms at the Edgewater Inn, involving a succulent young lady with a taste for the bizarre, and one of our friends, yes, a denizen from the deep right outside the window. And some people, when they heard about this, said, no, it didn't really happen. Nobody really did anything weird with a fish to a girl. But then I checked it out for myself. We had occasion to stay at the same hotel a short time after that, and I had a tape recorder with me, and I went up and I interviewed the guy who was the desk clerk at the hotel, and I asked him some candid questions about mudshark frolic there at the place, suggesting that perhaps it was just those weird rock and roll bands that like to do funny things like that with fish. And he said, no, that's not true. In a direct quote, ladies and gentlemen, he said, anytime we have over 50% of the house filled up, we are going to find some fish or fish byproducts in the beds or dribble along the rugs. And it's not just the rock and roll bands that do it. A lot of lawyers, a lot of salesmen, regular nice people like it with a fish, with a girl with a fish. So, this led us to construct a dance that symbolizes the mating between man and fish. And I don't know whether you've ever seen how this dance step goes, but I suppose we're going to have to demonstrate it for you right here. Are there some members of our rocking teenage combo who would care to demonstrate the Mudshark gratification pose? You know how to do it? You know how to do it? I'll show you how to do it. Wait a minute, folks. Could we have a succulent young lady from the audience with a taste for the bizarre? One young lady. Ladies and gentlemen, Frances has admitted to me in all confidence that she has a taste for the bizarre. And so have they, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1, 2, and squat. So if any of you would like to try this when you get home, it's also wonderful for meeting people in the audience. On the way out from the show, we'll go through this part of the music again. All you have to do is stand up, put your hand between your legs to the next person in back of you, go 1, 2, squat. 1, 2, squat. There you have it, folks. Would you like to try it right now? Anybody in the front row want to get a dancing lesson? Can we get the whole front row to stand up and try it? Come on. How many say the front row should try it? Go on, now they have the right idea. Okay. All right. The gentleman puts his hand back between his legs with the lady. That's it. Or vice versa. It doesn't make any difference. Okay. If you'll just join hands. Okay. 1, 2, squat. Up. There you go. Now faster. Now while you're doing this, you have to sing this little tune. You go out. You go out. Mudshark, baby, out. You go out. So go out. All you do is the Mudshark, baby. Now wait a minute. Before this turns into a rock and roll frenzy here, this is just a mere demonstration of the delights that you can have out on the street on the way leaving the concert hall. Retain this information because this whole audience, joined together, squatting its way out of Festival Hall, will be one of the sights to remember for this year. So make sure, on your way out, do the Mudshark, give the people on the street a chance to appreciate you. And Francis, get down there with those people who are ready to do the Mudshark because they have a taste for the bizarre too. Dwindle off into something that is bizarre. This is a tango, or it's supposed to be a tango. It has a tango beat sort of behind it, but it has some of the most complicated, twisted little teenage melodies you ever heard happening on it. And we usually use it for a closing number. You ready? Where is Ruth Underwood? Barry, go get Ruth. the Mudshark.